Hi guys, it's your girl qochemist, and I am back with my hopefully last video of the day. So this is kind of a, I guess, qochemist craft corner video without a tutorial though, and then just me rambling about some other stuff. So as you can see, I have on these feather earrings of sort. These are kind of a, what I'm calling a prototype, because I want them to stay in one direction hanging, and they kind of just fly all over the place in their own, each feather in its own separate way. I have this kind of rust colored one that was supposed to be the bottom one, then this sort of peach tone that was supposed to lay on top, and then the chocolate brown was supposed to be the shorter one is supposed to be the very top. But as I am wearing them, and as I move around, and as the wind blows, and as they just move as I walk, because they're very light and airy, they tend to kind of end up all over the place. So I guess I'm reaching out to my crafty friends out in YouTube land to say, if you dabble in feather jewelry, and you know of a way to get them to behave without having to constantly twist the wire and all of that, then give me some pointers. I really would appreciate it. I kind of attached wire to each feather and put a little loop on it, and then I made a sort of spiral form with some copper wire with some loops off of each side, and that's where I attached the feather. So I'm thinking I need to take the feathers back off and find another form to hang them from, so that maybe they will stay in a more uniform way. But I haven't figured that out. So that's the first thing. But I kind of do like them. They're long. I have my hair back in my pigtails, but if I take them out of the pigtails, I just wanted to wear it, especially my boo. There's a cat outside. Sorry, guys. But especially, when my locks get longer, I think these would be very nice. I've also seen some people who sell them, they sell a single long earring, and they say it's the bohemian style. I just feel so off balance. I am one who is big on symmetry and balance, so I feel a little off balance. But I guess, if I wanted to take it completely off the earring hook and find some other way to hook it, it might make some cute lock jewelry as well. So I guess that's a thought. I could do it like that, and then I wouldn't feel so off balance. It'll make cute lock jewelry. Like I could hook it low or hook it high. So those are ideas that are always running through my head, because I'm always thinking of stuff. And what I've actually gone and done is I've started carrying around like a notepad with me, as many places as possible, so I can start sketching out my ideas, or if I see some things that inspire me. Yeah, so getting past that, other thing, okay, Maya, hey. So getting back to what I was saying, this past Thursday night I had the wonderful privilege of going to hear Dr. Maya Angelou speak. She came to Providence and spoke at the Providence Performing Arts Center. And she was speaking on behalf of an organization called Day One, and they are basically an organization that is an advocate for victims of abuse, I guess particularly sexual abuse for men and women. And of course, with her having suffered being, I believe, was it raped by her mother's boyfriend at the age of 7, and then later as a teenager, I think she was raped again or suffered through some type of sexual abuse. She definitely can relate. And of course, my seats were not the greatest seats. I was up in the balcony. But if you've ever had an opportunity to hear her speak and actually be in the presence of her, no matter where you are in the room, her just presence and her warmth of her personality and just her genuine nature, you feel like you are having, like she's talking intimately with you, even though she was on that stage so far away. I just felt like we were just having a conversation, and she was sharing things with me. And I think everyone in the room was just captivated by her. I mean, I have been to concerts with superstars, and I have been all kinds of places, and usually in the midst of all of that, when they're speaking, people are making noise, people are talking, having side conversations, cell phones are going off. In that room, there was pretty much, for the majority, except for a few people who did not remember to turn their cell phones off or turn, put it on vibrate, it was just complete silence, and everyone just wanted to hear what she had to share. And she shared some poetry and some words of wisdom, but it was just amazing for the hour that I was there. And I did record some of that. And so I'm going to forewarn you, the footage is not that great because I took it with my cell phone. So you're going to have to turn the volume way up, and you're going to see a little speck on the stage because I was so far away, and I don't have a zoom on my phone, at least if it has one, I don't know how to work it. So, but that'll be in a separate video. But I say all that to say that after listening to Dr. Maya Angelou speak, I was in the lobby, and I was standing next to this girl because they were selling some of her books and recordings and things, and people were, standing around, and I was standing next to this young lady who's gorgeous. First thing that attracted me, that made me turn my head, she had this just giant full head of gorgeous curly, bushy curly hair, like not just like the cute, like what I call anorexic, like perfectly laying down curl, but these were like bushy curly, and I love big bushy curls, like that big hair that just could take over a room. And then I noticed she had on these earrings, and they were leather, and they were gorgeous. And of course, me being who I am, I was not going to like let her leave, and I didn't know where she got them from. So I approached her. Excuse me, hi. I love your earrings. Where did you get those? Or did you make them? Because I, wasn't sure. And she told me that she made them. So of course I immediately said, do you make jewelry? And she was like, well, no, not really. I kind of just make it for myself, which I could relate to because that's what I do. And I was like, oh man, I just love those earrings. I love the leather. I was like, I've looked online for jewelry, and the things that people make from leather is usually pretty pricey. It usually starts at like $20-25 for a pair and can go up depending on, how they're made and what size they are. And she was like, girl, she said, all you gotta do is go to Michael's and ask them for their leather remnants. Okay, now, let me tell you, I hit up the craft store on the regular because I'm always coming up with something I want to try or do. And it has never dawned on me to go and look for leather remnants. I know they do sell like upholstery leather and that kind of thing, and it's pricey. And I'm like, they're not going to sell me a square like this big for a pair of earrings. I said, thank you for the advice. Friday, which was yesterday, I left work, went straight to Michael's looking for some leather remnants. And I did find some in Michael's and Joann's craft store. If you have a Joann's craft store in your area, has them. This is what a bag of leather remnants can look like. As you can see, it has all kinds of leather in it, different colors. I saw this gorgeous red. They had a gray. They have different types, different grains and textures, different colors. And they're just pieces. Some may even have pieces cut already, like this piece, like somebody already cut something off of that one. But it was, for this bag that I got, it was $8.99. I also bought a suede bag of suede from Joann's craft store. It has mostly this brown and this pretty blue and maybe a gray. That was $3.99 for this smaller bag. And I also got another smaller bag of leather remnants from Joann's, and I think this might have been $5.99, something like that. And it is leather, like it's not some kind of faux vinyl man-made upper material. No, it's real leather. And so for any of you who are vegan, I apologize if my video is offending, but I like leather. I have lots of leather coats and shoes and bags. I like leather, so you will see me wearing leather. So getting back to that, so I was super excited. I came home, I started, taking the pieces out just so I could see what I had, and just my mind just started working and thinking. So one of the pieces of leather that I had a piece that was kind of hanging off of it that looked like this, kind of triangular shaped, just kind of hanging off the side of this much larger piece. And as soon as I saw it, it just started in my mind, just my wheels started turning. And I took that piece and I cut a piece exactly like it. And because it had, like, it was at the edge of the shine, like the smooth part of the leather, and then the rough part was there. And then I found this cute little tan piece, and I cut these little skinny strips, and then I decided to wire wrap the skinny strips, and I came up with these earrings. And I'm super excited. It's my first pair of leather earrings made with leather, but I love them. I'm trying to get my hair out of the way so you guys can see. Ooh. But yeah, there they are. I think they're gorgeous. Of course, you can't go wrong with brown and tan. And I accented it with the copper wire because I just think that just worked. I mean, I could have used gold, I could have used silver colored toned wire, but the copper just, lately I've been in this whole copper thing anyway. But yeah, so these are the earrings that I made, and I'm super excited. So I guess if you guys are interested in me actually trying to make some on camera or something one day, let me know, and I will do my best to, because I've been thinking of all kinds of stuff that I want to do with this leather. So I'm sure you'll be definitely, even if you don't want to see what I'm making or see me making some, you'll definitely see what I make because I'll be cranking out some. But yeah, I'm super excited. Other quick thing, update on my hair. I have not interlocked since that interlock video and the series of videos that went a month. It is now, today is what, October 2nd? I think when I interlocked it was the end of July. And yeah, it's rough up in here, people. It's rough, but you see my hair, it does hang very well. For the most part, you know, except see this one want to show out, but yeah, it hangs very well to not be, you know, retwisted or anything. I did neaten up the front of it when I went to New York for the weekend. I just did a little retwist in the front, but aside from that, I have curled it a few times and done some braid outs and that type of thing, but the roots are just kind of doing their thing. The other day I had it pulled back and it really looked like I had a TWA again, like a really teeny weeny afro again. That's how, you know, without turning to the side, like straight on, like it was so puffed up. But I have no intentions of interlocking anytime soon. I'm going to be with family, hopefully for Thanksgiving, and planning to finally go home at Christmas. So sometime around one of those holidays, some magic is going to happen. I don't want my mother to see me looking raggedy, so probably at Christmas I'm going to interlock my hair so she's not worried that I walk around looking like a homeless person or something, because not that I think it looks bad, but my mother is still getting used to the fact that I decided to lock my hair. So I don't want to give her a bad presentation. But I'll probably maybe do a retwist around Thanksgiving since I haven't seen my aunt in like a year or so, and I don't want her to think I'm not taking care of myself. I want her to see my hair looking its best. So this is a lengthy video, but that's, I guess, everything I wanted to say. Yeah, I have not run. I was planning to run last Sunday, and I got kind of sick, and so I did not run. But I may run tomorrow, and if I do, I will definitely update you guys on how that went. But I didn't run before because my leg was hurt. So that's all. I'm running out of time. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.